Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 202 of Sonic Boom TV. This is the look forward to Record Store Day, Black Friday 2023 episode. This year, the event takes place on November 24th, 2023. I almost said that wrong. That is my birthday, actually. I will be 52 years old. If anybody wants to buy me a Record Store Day album, just let me know and I will tell you how to get me the money. This year, there is, or this, I guess this is the second one of the year because they had the regular one. There is quite a few things that if I had the money, I would buy. But my goal this year is only to get two, and I'm unlikely to get one of them, I think, but I'm going to try. It will be my birthday, so maybe I'll have the birthday luck on my side, but I'm not quite sure, but I'll get to that when we get to it. There are a lot of things on the list that, like I said, I would normally want to buy, but I'm probably going to pass. It depends. On money, basically, but you know, there's also a little bit of self control that I need to put in, and we'll just go from there. So I'm going to go through the list and pick out things that I think that I would be interested in, and maybe other people that I know may be interested or whatever, and we'll just go from there. So we'll go. It's the day after Thanksgiving, so you can get ready for all your Black Friday shopping. Hopefully, everybody else will be out there looking for TVs and stuff, and I'll be the first one in line at the record store, right? Probably won't happen that way. But anyway, let's go. So we got the list. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but we're going to make it 200, and we'll go back up to the top. So, the first one on the list is 13th floor elevators. This is not something that I want, but I know they are one of those popular bands that are kind of like hard to find stuff by. They're like a psychedelic rock from the 60s. So that's Bull of the Woods on that one. Ooh. I don't know anything about them really. Just heard about them maybe last year, the year before, but I know they're kind of a big deal. So I think the what do they call the audiophile people will probably be looking for them. Then there's All Time Low on Fueled by Ramen Records. So they're gonna be like a punk. They're kind of like a punk band. Alive at Wembley. I'm not gonna probably not gonna get this one. I don't own anything by them, but I've heard a few songs that I liked. But I think they do some stuff that's a little more pop than what I like. By the way, 13th floor elevators. There's 3,500 copies, and it's an RSD exclusive, so it won't be reprinted. The All Time Low is a first, which means it will come out later. There's a Beach Boys Christmas album. 7,000 copies of that. That should be readily available. This is probably available already. I would think that this has been out probably for years. But this is a green vinyl. And it is a first release. So they're going to re-release this. I don't know if it'll be released by Christmas, but maybe next year. I'm not really into Jeff Beck too much, but there's a tribute. It says 12-inch vinyl, so maybe it's just a couple songs. Yeah, 3 songs. Not really interested. I don't know the prices on any of this stuff. I'm gonna assume most stuff is between about 25 and 35, and then maybe some things will be a little bit more. I'm not sure. So we'll keep going down the list. I don't know what Black Angels is. That sounds like it might be something. That's 2 LPs and a DVD. Ours the first. That's Levitation Sessions. Don't know them. But that may be something that people are interested in. Who knows? Grapes. Another group that's popular from back in the day. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. What the hell happened to Blood, Sweat, and Tears? Original soundtrack. Only 1,600 copies of that. 2 LPs. It's on RSD first. I'm not going to click on that one. The Bottle Rockets. This is a band that I've heard of, but don't know anything by, and have been interested in buying stuff several times. And this is out by Real Gone Music, so I think 1,850 copies. I think there's another album that the Bottle Rockets put out that Real Gone put out as well. So I would expect this to be, it's RSD first, so this will be out again through them later. And that guy looks like the guy that was in Foo Fighters. Might be. Might be. I don't know. I hate that cover, by the way. Buck Cherry. That I own some MP3s by them. I don't own any official albums. I almost bought one or two of them in the past, but I just passed on them for whatever reason. And this is an RSD first, 2,000 copies. This is called Time Bomb. That's a interesting cover. Did a cover. I started to do a cover similar to that for a book one time, and got rejected. Got changed. There's Eric Carr of Kiss Rockology, the Picture Disc edition. So there's a Picture Disc LP, 4,000 copies, and a CD Picture Disc edition, which I don't know how you get a CD Picture Disc, but it says RSD Limited Run, Regional Focus, 1,000 copies. So what region they put that in, I don't know. Let's see if they show it. No, it just... Oh, it looks like the record. The orange record. So that's, you know, kind of silly, I guess. CD collectors will want it, but don't know why it would... let's see what the picture disc looks like. They don't show it. Oh, that is it. Okay, so it's a black record with his face on it. I'm not into picture discs too much. I have a few now, but I've never really been into them, and I won't buy one like that. Then we got Coheed and Cambria. I don't really like this band. They're not for me. But we got Live at the Starland Ballroom. I think some people will be into that. No track listing on this. 2 LP, 4,900 copies. RSD exclusive. So if you miss it there, you might not ever get it again. It's weird that they didn't put the track listing on there. Collective Soul, Live at the Print Shop. Now this is a RSD first release, it says. It's 1 LP, 11 songs set. This one I would be interested in, maybe. If I don't get what I want, or if I have some extra money, I may put this on my list of things to get. Because I really did like Collective Soul back in the 90s. I don't like this cover at all. It looks terrible if you're asking me. But they have Heavy Over Me, Are You the Answer, She Said, Smile, The World I Know, December, Shine, Get, Precious Declaration, and Compliment. So this, like, Precious Declaration, Gel, I'm sorry, not Get. Precious Declaration, Gel, Shine, and December, and The World I Know are all pretty big hits. So it, you know, it may be good. We'll see. Definitely not high on my list right now. You know, it's just going to be one of those things. If I have money and I don't get everything I'm looking for, or I don't find other things, you know, we'll maybe put it on a list. But there is no number of, I don't know if you guys can see this on there. I can't really see what I'm recording. But there's no number of copies listed, so it may not actually come out. There's a Cypress Hill, Black Sunday remixes, Czarface. They always got a Czarface thing on there. De La Soul, people are into that. Death, I'm not really into Death, but I know they have a following, a pretty big heavy metal band. They're not really my thing, but this is a uh, on Relapse Records LP, 2,500 copies. It's an RSD first, so it'll be released again if you miss it. It's a 2023 remaster of it. I think some people, I know people will be interested, and I wouldn't doubt if somebody asked me, "Hey, if you go on a record store today, can you grab that for me?" But we'll see. There's a Bo Diddley, I'm a Man, Chess Masters, 1955 to 1958. Only 900 copies of that, but it's a first, and it's 4 LP, so that's going to be an expensive one. That one's probably going to be about $75 or something like that. So we're definitely not getting that. Mickey Dolenz, Put You to Sleep. Oh, I didn't click on this one. That's the Bo Diddley. That's kind of a interesting little cover. Mickey Dolenz, Put You to Sleep. Mickey Dolenz from the Monkees. That's pretty goofy cover. I think this picture could have been dealt with a little better because it's obviously not, it's probably not even with his background. It was probably a different background, and I would have almost wanted it to be black and white because it's kind of, it looks old. But anyway, it's Friday Music, 1,500 copies, RSD first. That's not going to be on my list at all. There's Digital Underground. I don't know if I said that. Body Hat Syndrome. The Doors. Now, they do a Doors thing, it seems like, every Black Friday that I've known about. And this one's live at Bakersfield. There's a 2 LP and a 2 CD. There's 12,500 of the CD and 7,500 of the record. This will probably be expensive and very readily available, it looks like. There are a lot of Doors fans out there, but buying physical copies of something like that, probably not going to sell out on the first day anyway. There's Dr. Dre, The Chronic. That is, that's for rap fans. They're going to want that one. It's an RSD exclusive, 4,000 copies. Aftermath, Interscope Records. This says CD. Now, that is going to make it maybe not so much looked at after 30-year anniversary. So I don't know. I didn't click on the Doors one, as that cover looks like. That kind of looks like the same person that did the Collective Soul cover did the cover for that. Same colors and everything. I don't know who these people are. Electric Blood, I don't know who that is either. The English Beat, a little ska music, 2 LP, RSD exclusive, 5,000 copies. I Just Can't Stop It, expanded edition. RSD exclusive. This is possibility. I like the English Beat. They sang Mirror in the Bathroom, which is on this. I have 1 or 2 of their albums on vinyl. They're good. I would definitely buy this if the price is right. But it's on the long list, I guess. Not really on a top list. Let's go through. Flaming Lips. Wait, where'd it go? Yoshimi battles the Pink Robots live at the Paradise Lounge, Boston, October 27th, 2002. LP, RSD exclusive, 4,500 copies. I used to like the Flaming Lips a lot, but it was around this time where I kind of wasn't into them anymore. They were just getting a little weird when they did the Yoshimi and Battles of the Pink Robots and the stuff that went on after that. But they did some interesting. They're very kind of experimental at what they do. But early on they were more of an alternative rock band. And then they kind of got almost psychedelic as far as I'm concerned. But this could be something interesting. I probably won't get that. Just assuming the money's right. But if I had the money, just assume that I had money for all this, I probably still wouldn't get that one. Then we go down. There's Jerry Garcia and David Grissom, and Jerry Garcia and John Kane. 2 LPs on both of these. So What is one of them. The first one with David Grissom, 2,400 copies. And Pure Jerry, Marine Veterans Memorial Auditorium, San Rafael, California. Jeez, hard to say things today. February 28th, 1986, 7,500 copies. Both of them are RSD first, so those will be available. But Goo Goo Dolls, self-titled. This is their first album when they were a punk band, and I have this on CD. It's got a different cover. I mean, it's the same cover, but the color scheme is different, and I don't think there's a photo in the background. I think it's just the words. I don't think there's anything. The words are like different. Every letter is a different color, I believe. But first, it's an LP, quantity 3,200, RSD exclusive release. It is possible that this will be on my list. It looks like it's red vinyl or red splatter, maybe. If we can see that better, yeah. 12-inch LP, collector's edition, one pressing worldwide. This deluxe package includes original album art, printed inner sleeve, original record labels. So I don't know if this is the original art or mine is the original art. I don't know. That's a good thing to find out. But I may get this, depending on price. It's I always loved the song because, you know, Goo Goo Dolls became an alternative rock band and then kind of a mainstream kind of pop sort of band. And they one of their first songs was "Don't Beat My Ass with a Baseball Bat," and you know, songs like "Slaughterhouse" and you know, "Beat Me" and "Hammer and Eggs," the metal song. So you know, it's they changed completely. I don't know what happened, and I did like them as the alternative rock band too. So, but you know, this one is a possibility. All right, let's go down. Goody Ma, that's another rap one. I'm not into rap, hip hop maybe. 2LP, I'm not interested in that. Government Mule, the time of the signs. That's hard to say. EP. It's 12-inch vinyl, first release, 3,000 copies. Not going to click on that one. There's another Grateful Dead. Fillmore West, San Francisco, 3/2/1969, 7,500 copies. I'm not interested in that. John Lee Hooker, live at Cafe Agogo. RSD first release, 2,000 copies. I'm not going to get this either, but it might be a good one. It's 8 songs. That's for the blues people. Now this one coming up is one that I did not know was on this list until yesterday, probably. Shabu Shaba by NXS. Shabu Shaba Rarities. I just listened to this album, the original album, a couple days ago. But 3,500 RSD exclusive release, 1 LP, and it's got some B-sides and some remixes stuff. So I'm not probably gonna get this. You know, there's the One Thing extended mix, black and white extended mix. You know, there are gonna be longer versions of the songs, I guess, but I don't know, you know, what those remixes entail. And then there's some live stuff for Soul Mistake. Here comes Spy of Love and Old World, New World, you know, from the U.S. Festival in 1983. That part right there is what I would want it for, is the live stuff, but not really. I'm almost definitely not going to get it. But I do love NXS, and we'll go from there. Jesus Lizard, I'm not into them at all. It's an RSD first, 2,000 copies. Blue is the album. I think they're like industrial or something like that. I was never into them. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Mindsets, 2,900 copies. RSD first, and that is that one. Doesn't have the track listing. 2,900 copies. Still haven't got to the one I'm interested in, that I'm definitely trying to buy. Oh, and I think that's going to be the next one I show. Norah Jones, not into them. Kicks, here it is. Kicks, Cool Kids, 40th anniversary edition. It's a RSD first. Thankfully, it's a first. It's Friday Music 2, it says. Only 1,500 copies. So, this is one of those bands that When I was in high school, I found them, and I believe this was the first album I found by them as well, which I think it's their first album. And they I had the cassettes. I had cassettes of like the 4 or 5 of their albums, and it was all the old stuff, which it's all old stuff now, 40th anniversary. But they I really liked them, and I didn't know anybody else that even knew who they were until they got popular with that "Don't Close Your Eyes" song on their maybe the second to last one. I don't know. I don't know if they had more than that. Blow My Fuse was the album. So, but anyway, this one's got Cool Kids, of course. Body Talk. There. I'm trying to think of I thought there was a video for one of these. Maybe it was Cool Kids where they're like riding around in a car or something. I don't know. Good, but this is good. This is hair metal, early hair metal. I think. I really want this. This is the one I want the most for my birthday. So if I can't get it, I'm gonna be upset. So that's why I want to get there early. I don't know if they're gonna have it. Only 1,500 copies. I've been lucky with things like that. That my store that I go to has happened to have several copies, and nobody picked them out until after, or at least until I got in there. So I've been lucky pretty much on that kind of stuff. So hopefully I'll get lucky this year too, and get that and be happy and have a good birthday. Next up, the Knack Countdown Live. I like the Knack. But I do have a couple of their live albums. I don't know if I have this one, but I have a couple live albums on MP3s. It's only got 7 songs, but it has Good Girls Don't and My Sharona, so that is good. But that won't be on my list to get. I do like this cover. Looks like the old DC Comics masthead kind of thing that they used to do a lot of times. So that's kind of cool. Looks like a comic book. So that makes me like it a little more, but I probably won't get it. It's an RSD first release, 2,000 copies. Go down. Then we got Lil Wayne. Not interested at all. 5,000 copies, 2 LP. I Am Music. Some people will want to do that. The rap fans will probably be into him. And 2 LP. It might be a good deal. Moving right along. This video is getting long already. 22 minutes. Then we got 2 Limp Bizkit things here. A CD and a 2 LP. It's the Rock M Park 2001. There's RSD exclusive on the LPs. RSD limited run regional focus on the CDs. CDs 1,000. There's 5,200 of the vinyl. Love them or hate them, Limp Bizkit, made their mark for a while, and I saw them live once, and I liked them. They were a little bit ridiculous, and they did some crazy stuff, but I really liked them. This one has Break Stuff, My Generation, Master of Puppets. I don't know if that's a cover. I guess Faith, Nookie. I would. Take a Look Around, Rolling Air Raid Vehicle version. It's got a couple of their big hits on it. Might be worth a shot for somebody. Not me. I'm not going to get it. But there's a Little Feat. Not worried with it. Mamas and Papas live at Monterey International Pop Festival. That's got 2,750 copies. RSD first. That might be a good one for old heads, as they call them. Amy Mann, Dead Eyes. 7-inch vinyl, limited run, regional focus, only 1,000. She was kind of big in the 90s. I don't remember what her song was, but this has only got 2 songs, Dead Eyes and Dead Eyes Demo. So that definitely won't be worth it, and I'm sure they're going to be charging $15 to $20 for that, because they always charge a lot for those 7 inches for some reason. So I'll be passing on that. Meat Puppets, Real Gone Music, another RSD first, 2,000 copies. This will come out later on different color vinyl, I'm sure. This doesn't show what it's going to be, but Forbidden Places, 2,000 copies. That's kind of an outside maybe on this. I I like the Meat Puppets, but I really haven't started buying anything of theirs on vinyl yet. Haven't got that far. The Monkees. This album seems like it gets put out every 6 months or something. I've seen it so many times. I don't know why, but I own several copies that are scratched up original copies, and they're not all the same pressing either. So, but this says 2,000 copies. RSD first release, Friday Music 2. I thought it was just Friday Music. I don't know what this 2 is about on here. But this is, it's a classic. Theme from the Monkees is on there. Tomorrow's going to be another day. Last Train to Clarksville. And that's the hits, I think, the big hits. And Papa Jean's Blues, I think, was a hit too. But anyway, it's a great Monkees album if you like the Monkees. But I've seen it, and I'm going to find one that's in really nice shape before long. Because every time I go to the record store, I see it. So it's not like something that really needed to be repressed, I don't think. But I don't work there. And we got Motley Crue again, putting out another EP. It's 12-inch vinyl, RSD exclusive, 3,500 copies. Too Young to Fall in Love, Knock 'em Dead Kid, Take Me to the Top. This is nothing new. It says orange black vinyl reissue of rare 3-track 12-inch EP, originally issued 1983 and out of print since. But these songs are on their album, so I don't know why you would need this. It says Too Young to Fall in Love remix, so maybe it's a different song, a different version. But that may be available as well on something. Oh, here comes my dog coughing. She's been quiet for 2 hours, and now all of a sudden she's going to walk up behind me and cough for us. So, wouldn't be a video, right? Then we've got My Morning Jacket is pretty popular indie pop band. Napalm Death from enslavement to obliteration. I have some of their stuff. RSD limited run, regional focus, only 900 copies on Earache Records. This one, I think the metalheads are going to go for this one. I don't think there are going to be too many around here since it's a local regional focus release, it says. But you never know. We get some crazy stuff around this area sometimes. I won't be trying to get that one for sure. Nas, that's a hip hop one. Willie Nelson, Shotgun Willie 50th anniversary. Let me go down. There's a Prince thing here. I'm not big into Prince, but let's see what this is. 7,000 copies, RSD exclusive. Prince and the New Power Generation, Get Off. One-sided 12-inch promo for Get Off. Introduced to Prince's new band. So, this is not. I would not. This is probably going to be more expensive than it should be, and it sounds like it's only got one song on it, maybe, or maybe it's one-sided for sure. But yeah, I don't think that this would be. I don't even know what Get Off was. I don't remember what that song was. It was popular. I don't remember it. So Prince fans, look out for that. Everybody else, Sacrilege BC, Party with God, 1985 demo, 2 LP, RSD first, 1,000 copies. I have a Sacrilege album. Where did it go? But I don't know if it's BC. I thought it was AD. Sacrilege AD. It's the same logo right there. So maybe they changed their name or something. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just thinking of it wrong. But 1,000 copies. Southern Lord Records. 2 LP. This is a thrash band. It says Cult Bay Area Thrash Band's debut album. Demo on vinyl together for the first time ever. So it's 3-sided. It's got 17 songs, and the other side is an etching. So more than likely will be a little bit expensive. But it says an unsung classic for fans of Violence, Exodus, Metallica on red vinyl. I would say, yeah, they're in that vein of early Metallica and those other two bands. I have one of their albums that I got for free a long time ago. I haven't listened to it in a very long time, but I remember that it was probably, it was pretty good. Not anything that blew me away, but and it wasn't that album for sure. But you know, good stuff. Screaming Trees live at Egg Studios, RSD first, 2,500 copies. This might be pretty good. I do like Screaming Trees. I don't have enough of their stuff. I just got the one of Mark Lanigan's albums not too long ago. One of his demo albums. It's called Houston. But this has Uncle Anesthesia. That's the only song on here I know that I can think of off the top of my head anyway. But this still might be cool. One LP. They're putting it out themselves, Screaming Trees LLC. So the remaining band members, because Mark Lanigan died a couple years ago, or maybe a year ago, I don't know. But this might be pretty good, worth checking out if you're a fan of the Seattle grunge scene and all that stuff. Check it out. Sia, that's one of the pop fans will love that. Every Day is Christmas. Skid Row, Beside Ourselves EP, 12-inch vinyl, RSD exclusive, 2,500 copies. This is something that I should say is one that I really want, but I never really liked this thing. I have it on cassette. I don't even think I have it on CD. I don't know why I didn't like it so much back then, and I haven't listened to it in years. There's Psychotherapy. There's all covers. It's Psychotherapy by the Ramones, Come On and Love Me, Kiss Song, Deliver the Goods, Judas Priest, What You're Doing, Rush, and Little Wing by Jimi Hendrix, covered by Skid Row. It's pressed on yellow and black marble 12-inch vinyl. I just don't know. If it's cheap, I might get it. It's only 5 songs. If it's there, I don't know. It's one of those that's I'm not gonna miss it. I don't even like this artwork so much. It's like if you look at it real good, you can pick out the characters, who they are, but it all blends together. It just looks like a blob of something. So there's not enough contrast between the characters or something. So I never liked it, and I never liked the artwork. So there you go. Slaughter to Prevail. That sounds like a heavy metal album. So let's look at that. Or hardcore maybe. Slaughter to Prevail recorded Moscow. Recorded in Moscow, so that's rare. Yeah, I don't know about this band, anything about this band, but it's a live album. It's got 12 songs, 2,500 copies, Sumerian Records. RSD first. So that'll be out later. This one, lost my spot. This one right here, Steeler. I think this was supposed to come out before. But it's a Yngwie J. Malmsteen's first U.S.-based band was out. Oh, no, wait, let's read this. Although many metalheads probably assume the Swedish guitar shredder Yngwie J. Malmsteen's first U.S. band was Alcatraz, he was a brief member of another obscure Los Angeles-based metal band called Steeler. I knew that. And then it also featured future Keel frontman Ron Keel, bassist Rick Fox, and drummer Mark Edwards. Also ran. Rick Fox, isn't he from Stryper? I think so. I don't know who Mark Edwards is, but Rick Fox is somebody. So anyway, this one I think was supposed to come out on the last one, so I didn't know it was on this list. So this moves up to maybe a possibility of something I want to get, because although Yngwie J. Malmsteen is pretty much a jerk from the things I've seen of him, but he's a great guitar player, and that stuff is probably awesome. So may check that out. It's another sweet album. RSD First, 2,000 copies. Level-headed alternative mixes and demos. Taproot, they've put out a few things. I think on the RSD. This one's RSD First, 1,100 copies. Blue Sky Research. I saw them live once. Had a handful of tickets to give away, and nobody would take them from me. But I'm not going to get that one. Okay. U2, Under a Blood Red Sky, one of my favorite live albums of all time. I already own it on vinyl, and it's an original copy, but it's it's not the best condition as far as the cover goes. The record plays really nice. RSD First released. They're gonna re-release this. 7,000 copies. I may get it. I may not. It's 8 songs. It's nice looking. It's got a red vinyl. Nice looking stuff. But I already have it, so I've taken it off my list of possibilities. Because I feel like it's probably going to be expensive too. Because it seems like the U2 records are always expensive on Record Store Day. But we'll see. I doubt that comes home with me at all. Because I'm going to be trying to conserve as much money as I can. Then we've got some various artist ones, and I still haven't got to my second thing that I wanted to get to. So we got the Asteroid City original motion picture soundtrack. I don't know what that is. Black Jazz Records, the complete singles. The Divine Spiritual Story, Istanbul, 70 psych, dance, folk, disco, all that other stuff. There's another Jazz Dispensary album. People go crazy for those for some reason. I don't know anything about them. Here's the one. The Judgment Night soundtrack. It is an RSD exclusive release. 3,150 copies. I'm hoping it's there. This is the second one I want. This may be actually more a want than the Kicks, except for that I already own this on CD. So if I can't get this on vinyl, then I'll suck it up. But this one was when the alternative bands joined with a rap or hip hop group, well, alternative and some metal, joined up with a rap hip hop group and did a song. This thing is fantastic. I love every minute of it. Helmet and House of Pain, Teenage Fan Club, and De La Soul. That's a real good song. Living Color, Run DMC, Sonic Youth, Cypress Hill, Biohazard, and Onyx. That's a hard hitting song. Faith No More and Booyah Tribe. That's another one. Slayer and Ice-T, Mudhoney, and Sir Mix-a-Lot. I don't think that's everybody though. I think there's a couple more songs. Because there's a Pearl Jam song with somebody. So I don't know who the rest of them are. It doesn't show. But the highly anticipated repress of the original soundtrack, Judgment Night, exclusively for RSD Black Friday. Originally released in 1993, Judgment Night revolutionized the world of film, soundtracks, and bringing together an eclectic lineup of renowned rock and hip-hop artists. The reissue allows you to experience the iconic soundtrack in all its glory, preserving the raw, edgy sound that defined the era, available on red vinyl. So this is an exclusive, so if I can't get it, then I'm not going to get it, all right? But this is the other one I want. So I want to try to get the Kicks and this. That's my wish for my birthday. Boom. Judgment Night. Everybody that knows that soundtrack knows that song. So anyway, this is one. Yeah, I really want that. So I hope I can get it. Then we've got some more stuff. Kevin Kennedy tribute. I know that. The Punk Goes Christmas. I might like that, but not going to be on my list to get. Got Newfound Glory, All Time Low. They were on the list for Real Friends. I don't know who that is, but there's 2 songs in a row by them. Man Overboard, Somerset, Crown the Empire, Yellow Card. That's a big one. Doing Christmas Lights. August Burns Red. They're pretty popular. Issues. Jason Lancaster of Go Radio. Being as an Ocean, the Ready Set, The Wildlife, Set It Off, and William Beckett. So not a lot of people on it that I really really want, but it's RSD first, 2,600 copies, so it'll be around. And there's a lot of these punk and metal and different kind of Christmas albums, so it's not like that kind of music is hard to find in those things. So we'll see. Red Hot and Raw Nuclear War. That's a 2 LP RSD first. This has got to be reggae. I don't know what that is, guys. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that one because I don't know what it is. Looks like reggae though, and Nuclear War. Let's see what else we got here. Rostam Records 20, Soul Jazz Records. Tough City salutes Hip Hop 50, and there's a whole bunch of those. There's 4 of those. So if you're into hip hop on Tough City Records, check it out. They're all limited to 800 RSD first though, so you get some later. Wendy. Oh wait, we got War. I'm sorry. Back to regular stuff. War. The World is a Ghetto 50th Anniversary Collector's Edition. I think they had a War box set that was expensive before. This is going to be a box set too. It's 5 LP. RSD exclusive release, 2,000 copies. Got the Cisco Kid. That's the song I know. What's going on here? Why is this a 5 LP? I don't get it. It's showing 4 sides, so that would be a 2 LP, and then other stuff. So let's see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's the actual, because there's only 2 records here that they're showing for the album, but then there's this 3 LP part, the making of that. So maybe it's demos and other stuff, but yeah, just I'm not getting that. But I think this will be a popular item because War was highly influential to both rap and rock music, you know. The Waterboys, this is the C Fast version, 10-inch vinyl, RSD exclusive, 1,500 copies. I've heard some Waterboy stuff, not much. But this is only 2 songs, so, you know, skip that. This is the C Fast and the Passenger, so I wouldn't do that, and that's probably going to be, $15-20 as well. So not going to do that. Then Wendy Williams, she's some kind of early punk rock person, I believe, of the Plasmatics. That's what you Maggots, the record. That's 1,500 copies, RSD exclusive on BFD Records. If you're into that, so 12 songs. It says thrash metal opera, so maybe she did thrash metal, but I'm quite sure she was punk rock. So anyway, maybe she crossed over. And then we've got X, Ain't Love Grand. I have this on vinyl already, so not going to pick that up. But it comes with a 7-inch single, it looks like, for Wild Thing. The last vinyl press of Ain't Love Grand was in 1985. So the original I got must be pretty old. But it's got all the songs, regular songs. The only thing that would be interesting is the 7-inch, but that's only if it's got an extra song, because is Wild Thing. No, Wild Thing's not on the album, so that would be the thing to get it for, is that, and then you just have, for me anyway. But I won't be picking it up because I'm not gonna buy. It's probably gonna be $35 or something like that, and I'm not gonna pick it up for an extra one or 2 songs. Ex Cops. They were, well, it says right there, Gwar. I think they were members of Gwar, featuring members of Gwar. Cover of Deep Purple's Highway Stars on this. This is a band that my friend bought. My friend bought their album back in the day when it came out, and he was like, I asked him if I could borrow it, because he used to borrow all my CDs, and they'd come back all scratched up and everything. But I asked him if I could borrow it, and he never would let me borrow it, and I never did hear it. So I don't know if this is the album. This is the right. You have the right to remain silent. Only 500 copies. Ours the first though. Brutal Planet Records. Originally released in '95 on Metal Blade. Metal Blade Records. So this must be that must be the debut. I'm not going to read it all, but it's more metal oriented than Gwar was. It includes a bunch of stuff on blood red splatter vinyl. It's possible if I saw it that I might get it. Only 500 copies. It's not going to be there. And then there's rap or hip hop, whatever. Young Blood, 21st Century Lullaby, the 5-year anniversary edition. I would not buy a 5-year anniversary edition of anything unless it was like completely added a bunch of stuff. And the last thing on the list is Rob Zombie on Nuclear Blast Records, RSD exclusive, 2,200 copies. I'm not going to buy it, but Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Eclipse Conspiracy. It's a special picture disc edition. If you're in a picture disc, go for it. I'm not really in the picture disc so much. So anyway, that's that. So long story short, I would really like to get the Kicks and the Judgment Night albums. Otherwise, I'm gonna, I'll pick something else that's there. I don't expect it to be hugely crowded this year, because based on the stuff that's there. There's no big pop star on there that I know of anyway. Maybe the Sia, but I don't think that's going to bring out a ton of people on Black Friday. So I may get there and get what I want if they have it. If not, I'll be crying about it on the next video that I make. No, I won't. But I will, let you guys know what I get and all that, of course. But hopefully this helps you out if you were trying to make a decision on something. Just seeing some of the stuff that's available, get out there and, as they say, support a local store if you can. I spread my money all around as far for records. Local stores. I try to get to them as much as I can, but there's nobody real close. I'll go to Walmart. I'll buy online. I'll buy on Whatnot. I'll buy wherever the price is right. You got to go for it, and don't let anybody guilt trip you on that. So anyway, that's the end of this episode. It went a little longer than I wanted it to, but hope you guys enjoyed and have a good day.